Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury retrograde reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, it really helps me out, and it'd make me so happy. So thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bulls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde, May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde, May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde, May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde, May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show us clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, I love that. They just fell right out. They're like, ooh, nope, it's me. It's my time. Okay, so this is the energy that grounds us. This is the energy that crowns us. So we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the King of Pentacles. It's a huge contrast, the Poverty card and the Rich as a King card coming up. So that's going to be the energy that we're battling against during this time that's rooting us. It's like, ooh, not too much money being spent, be very mindful of everything. And then there's prosperity and wealth and abundance and bounty coming forward in our lives. We have the Four of Wands, celebration, happiness, success, and the Two of Wands, new adventures moving us forward. We're breaking a poverty cycle within our lives. We are. There's a sense of saying enough is enough. You know, I'm not being held back. I'm not holding on any longer to what doesn't aid me, what doesn't move me forward, and to the negative mindsets, the negative programming within my life that has held me back. Yeah, that has kept me on the outside of what it is that I truly want and where it is that I truly belong. Let's see our chakra energy for this time. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde, May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Inspiration, the sacral chakra. To be inspired, emboldened, to move forward in grace. The sacral chakra is also where we hold a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. So there's a new dawn coming. There's like a freeing of the self. Now, what energy does Aquarius need to be mindful of during Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. What energy does Aquarius need to be mindful of during Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is Aquarius coming forward. We're represented by the stars in the major arcana, by the swords in the minor arcana. So what we have to be mindful of is during Mercury retrograde, and we're seeing this a lot during this time, is us getting in our own way. So here there is this real sense of, you know, we want to push just a little bit too hard. We want everything to be to be so right that we ourselves make it wrong. And this isn't just your sign that's being told to be mindful about this. Many other signs have been told the same thing during this Mercury retrograde, that we can tend to get into our own way. We tend to hear what we want to hear, not what is actually said. That's with everybody in Mercury retrograde, which is so frustrating. That's what makes this time so terribly annoying. There's also this needing to look over everything, needing to read over everything, needing to be very mindful of the decisions made during this time, that we, again, get in our own way. And it's going to be mainly around money and around things that would progress our careers, that will move us forward into bounty. And so that's also what we have to be mindful of. Inspiration is our sacral energy, is our chakra energy, and it's the sacral chakra. So with inspiration, that's where our creativity is held. That's where our sexual energy is held. That's where this energy to create, to move forward, and to become and to see. And so with the sacral chakra here, we're looking at a new dawn coming. We're looking at ourselves being inspired, pushing the limits, pushing the boundaries. But again, all that negativity from this life and from past lives come up and say, no, you can't. When really, quite frankly, yes, we can. There's a new dawn. There's a new power. There's a new purpose leading us forward. And what we have to do is be very mindful of feeling like an outsider looking in, feeling like all we have is a dream, is a wish, is a hope. And how can we ever move that forward into something more, into something beautiful? And with the Five of Pentacles, it's the pauper's mentality. Now, we have the pauper's mentality and be sitting on a huge pile of money like Scrooge McDuck. You know, there is this sense here that it doesn't just have to be in the eyes of wealth, but it can also be in the eyes of, you know, connection with other people, with the eyes of belonging, feeling empowered, feeling connected. With the Five of Pentacles, it's also that sense of fear of, if I spend money, what if I won't have it? If I do this, what if everything falls apart? And this is going to be a time where we look at that and say, why? Now, a lot of it stems from childhood, and I laugh not because it's funny, but just because I always think of that statement that children are so resilient. And it's like, yeah, okay, but if children are so resilient, why is it that all adults are messed up from childhood? And so here, we're looking at that, and we're seeing how the arguments our caregivers had around money has shaped us, how not having enough money has shaped us, how, you know, even having enough money, but always just having it thrown at us and not meaning anything because there's no emotional connection around it has shaped us. And so here, when we have the poverty mentality, it's that money didn't offer security, or money wasn't able to be there to solve the problems. And so here, we still have problems, as all human beings do. And we tend to think it's around money, but it's around our relationship with money. And during Mercury retrograde, where everything is getting mumbled and jumbled, where we feel overwhelmed and we feel, you know, as if we're just not saying the right thing, those fears come back. Because what if I'm not being understood? What if I'm not connecting the way that I should be? And that keeps us from being the King of Pentacles, which is where we're supposed to be during this time. This is a time of prosperity and abundance and power. This is a time to see our wealth and see our worth and hold on to it openly and honestly. And it moves us to the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is this sense of celebration, is this happiness in the world opening up, and this sense of being able to dance and rejoice and laugh and let light and love in and say, this is me, this is what I want, and this is what I need, and this is who I am, and this is what empowers me and emboldens me and moves me forward and graces me and gives me a greater understanding. And so the Four of Wands comes in and says, it's time to celebrate. And the Five of Pentacles comes in and says, don't you dare. And that's going to be the energy that we're fighting against. This energy is part of our roots. This is something that we kind of need to use weed killer, or to get a axe out and cut out the roots of this part of the tree and say no, or cut out the roots of this weed and say, no, you don't get to rule me. I get to celebrate. And that's going to be what's coming forward. The words that we use, they're going to be muddled in one part, you know, jubilee, and one part poverty, and one part doubt and fear, and one part grace and excitement. And it moves us to the Two of Wands. We start to see a new horizon because we're having this war within ourselves. And as we see this horizon, we start to see our passion, our power, our understanding. This is like a great divide coming up, and we're pulling ourselves away from what no longer can be, what we no longer want to carry anymore. And it frees us. It frees us in a very real way. It frees us in a very open way. But it starts to give us back our power and our place. Our subconscious message that we have to be mindful of is the Queen of Pentacles. It's becoming money focused, because it's going to be so much on our minds that we think, oh, well, this is wealth, and this is prosperity, and this is what I need, and this is what I want, and this is where I need to be. It has to be just like this. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, if it doesn't vibrate with you, if it's no longer true to your heart, then it's no longer true for you. No matter how much it glitters, our subconscious chakra message is universal light. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. This is the light that shines from us, shines with us, shines in us. And this is time to embrace that light, to embrace our power, our goldenness. And to let it be a beacon. Let this light, lead us forward. Our subconscious message that connects with our root is the 4 of Swords. We need to rest. We need to give homage to the pain and the hurt and the disappointment we have been through. We need to look at the disasters that have been part of our lives and the triumphs and treat them the same as lesson builders, as life learners. Our subconscious message that crowns us is the Page of Cups. Being a student of our hearts, being a student of our passion and of our desires, and what brings joy and what makes us laugh and what makes us just, absolutely think, wow, I can do this. Wow, I can be a part of this. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the challenges of this Mercury retrograde and get the blessings from them. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.